the president of this region. Believe me, you guys, when you go for the premier or president, first, do not forget to say in public, if God wants me to be president or prime minister of Israel, I will be. That's the only thing that I can say. But it was also the messaging. I've only 5. This would apply to you actually. One, I said, there will be no corruption. So I'm very strict about corruption, and even fired several of my companions who were with me during the early days in 1988 when I became mayor. They were with me in the several elections, maybe 9. I never lost a single election. Then I said to them, no corruption of any kind. Now, there are a lot of corruptions in the Philippines. True, but I'm trying my very best. I have fired several of my closest friends. I told my cabinet members not even a whiff of corruption. Then I said, I will fight drugs. Then I said, I will not dirty my hands with money in politics. The standing order to all of my cabinet members who are here is no transaction of any kind, any contract, any agreement between the Philippines and a private person, or even a government office or the government office. They will not reach my table. It begins and ends with the cabinet member. That is really how it is. So that in doing so, I tell everybody, if you are into business in the Philippines, there are rules to be followed. But I'm going to make it simpler and simpler, the rules, when I go back. And I want it really to be graft-free. And if there's any one of you here now, and I give you my guarantee, if any one of you here who do business in the Philippines and you are given a hard time, especially if you are being milked or extorted or being asked to even a peso, tell me, I will grant you an audience even in the middle of the night and hear you out. And I guarantee you, just remember the official with whom you are transacting. You name him, I will call him, and in front of me, I will say to you, slap him. Slap him twice on both cheeks, because he is insulting you, he's insulting your character, and for me, he puts my country into shame. So they say that I'm fond of jokes. No, I'm not. So if that person you're complaining about is found without a head, then that is your maybe guarantee that the next time this guy or the other guys will be. I have no compunction about. I'm quite. I'm fond of slapping people in public. It does not make any effort. Unlike when you box a guy who sometimes hurt your. Slapping is just So that's it. That's my guarantee. You invest, and pretty soon there'll be an office who will just, as I have said, I want this reiterated in front of everybody, and even here, that when you file your application, you're given a list of all the things that you have to submit and the things that you have to do. Then file it there in that office. We will hand carry it to the office where it's concerned. And we will tell you, you deal with this person in that office, because the one in charge of processing. If there's a machinery that you'd want to import, you just use the regular channels. And if you want to participate in the build, I don't know if we still have the money, but my transportation secretary is here. Art Domingo, you might be the one chosen to build the train from here to the Philippines. So if you have, you want to have a skyway across the Indian, what's the route? Then he's the man. He's the valedictorian of my class in the law school. He's really good. Even we were students, he was already a CEO of a large shipping company. Doesn't have to steal. He has billions. He even financed my candidacy. And we have also General Anyo. He was the former chief of staff. He just resigned and retired, and I got him to be the Secretary of Interior and Local Governments. The police, PNP, is under him. But the national defense, I request General Lorenzana. It's like he's a very simple man. He was also the valedictorian in his class. And I don't know if he was the PMA valedictorian in the Philippine Military Academy. Next to him is a seasoned politician who is in charge of labor, Silvestre Bellio. Stand up. He is fond of not wearing socks. I've been told that tell me when is your next birthday and I will buy you a pair of good stuff. I have with me the DNR, the environment guy, General Simato, also. He is no stranger. He's retired, but during his retirement days, he was also taken in by President Arroyo before to come here in the